Caw.
YouTube.
We're already on. We filled it, put him on the YouTube, but I thought, man, let's just put this sucker on live and see if anybody comes in and says, "Hey, yo." What's up with Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan's little little video this morning?
I'm kind of interested in that too.
Maybe I guess we are live. We're kind of talking about that. I seen that this morning and I was like,
So did I.
Ooh. Somebody said, no, not another podcast with Conrad. I'm like, I think it'll be just fine. We was talking about all those different podcasts that are on. I love Cornette's podcast, number one. They're just different.
Him and the Major Bros.
Him and the Major Bros, 100%. Jeff Jarrett's podcast rules because they always have a good subject about back in the...
I feel like I like theirs, but it takes like the first 30, 40 minutes for them to start talking wrestling. They'll start talking college football.
Yeah, but I kind of like their little banter beforehand. Of course, I like Eric Bischoff's stuff, and I like his take on things, just like I like Jim Cornette's.
Yeah.
But this Busted Open Radio, that guy that runs that is nothing but a wrestling fan. It's like, how do all these people that are nothing more than a WWE fan, how do they get that stature to be? I've been a wrestling fan longer than these people have in these podcasts.
I get it.
But I also don't want to talk about current WWE because it's really not. It's not interesting at all, except for CM Punk and the main.
We have got people in the chat already. It is Monday night.
Monday night, bro.
Randy's in the chat. Randy says, "Cool shirt, both of you bros." Yeah, I appreciate it. Rocking a little NWO tonight.
I didn't get the memo that it was NWO night. Not that I couldn't slap on the NWO hat or an NWO shirt.
I just felt like rocking a little something different.
I got 15 NWO shirts in that closet in there. It's funny because I probably got 5 of the black one with the NWO logo. More than that.
That's funny.
I've got
my oldest one I own has a 6-ball on the back.
Oh, that rules, man.
I remember buying that off eBay, early days of me getting on eBay years and years ago.
Oh, that's good. I got somebody bought me what year was the Wolfpack? 99? 98, late 98?
Yeah.
I've got an original Wolfpack WCW t-shirt in there.
One of the greatest theme songs ever.
I mean, it's just the red NWO.
Shaft is in the chat. Shaft says, "Good evening, guys."
Good evening.
What's up, Shaft? Oh, let's see. Kathy's in the chat says, "Hey, Slammer. Hey, Kabuki Skynet, what's up?" What's up?
Kathy, what's going on?
Brother Tom Phelps says, "Hey, bro."
Hey, bro Thomas.
Bro Tom.
This is Monday. This is the Bro Zone.
The Bro Zone. We are in the Bro Zone.
Hit my music.
I feel like I don't know which camera to look at here.
Hey,
we got a double camera set up here.
Tonight we're simulcasting. I always do the...
I feel like this. We just bought WCW and we're simulcasting in Panama City. Do you remember where WWF was that night?
Cleveland, Ohio. Boy,
I'm impressed with that.
Memory unlocked.
Impressed with that? Are you impressed that I even do that?
Look how good that camera is on it. Brand new. That's an iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Wow.
Yeah. Brand new phone for Bro Slam.
I still got my original flip phone from Nokia.
Oh. Hey, I've got a couple of my old phones up there. Yeah, I do. And it might be a Nokia now that you say. I don't think it was a flip phone. No, it was just a little.
Did you ever have the sideways sliders where you slide it over?
Heather did.
I love that.
Heather, she never wanted to have nothing but that.
I did, but mine started like screwing up, from opening and shutting so much, like the little latch on it. It was kind of screwing up the screen just from opening and closing.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. That's how I got so good at like texting real quick.
Oh.
But I text with my thumb. You got to text with your
You're all thumbs.
Now I'm like,
you're saying you're all thumbs.
I was all thumbs. Now I'm just a pecker. I'm like,
now you're a pecker. You're all thumbs. Hey, he said he's a pecker. I said this was made for kids on the YouTube, and you go up and talk about pecker.
Who are you tonight?
Caw. Aruba to Bro George.
Bro George is in the chat. Aruba.
No theme music tonight. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's all right. No theme music tonight. We'll get back to that next week. Hey, all the Monday Night Raws, if you remember.
Pledge allegiance
to the Slam.
to the Slam.
United States.
Slammer.
There, get my
Brother.
hand. I'll get my dance in
Brother.
anyway.
Slammer. Okay.
Everybody,
That was a little-
Disco Inferno.
Oh,
Anyway.
little Disco Inferno trivia right here.
Oh.
Disco Inferno tag team with Alex Wright in WCW.
Okay.
What was their tag team name? Ooh, baby. This is a good one right
Oh
here.
boy, I actually
Alex Wright, Disco Inferno
He was-
tag team
he
in
was the-
WCW.
Disco Dancing. What was their name? I remember. Did they?
Disco Fever.
Was they Disco?
No,
Fever?
no, that's not the name.
Yeah,
That was just his theme song.
He's so funky. He's so cool. He's just a disco dancing fool. I always liked the Disco Inferno. I think all the wrestlers hate him now for some
That
reason.
was a big Alex Wright fan.
I liked Alex Wright
All right,
too.
the name of their tag team.
Disco Bonderkind.
They were the Dancing Fools.
The dancing fool. Did they hold the tag team title?
I don't think they did.
Okay.
Anyway, you are.
I am your number one brother. Whoa.
There we go.
Thank you, Thomas Doc.
That is Doc in the chat.
You stay awesome, brother. He says stay awesome.
Yes.
I am your number one brother. Your mega brother. The people's bro. Independent wrestling superstar.
Number one.
Bro Slam himself. Says it on my shirt. I gotta have it or I'll forget maybe who I am. Slammer. And this.
Number one in our heart.
This here.
I'm over here.
This guy.
Known as the King of Cool right here.
The King of Cool.
Voted by the El People. Your El Presidente.
I still heard that ballot box got stuffed for
They-
some reason.
They got stuffed by the people.
They got stuffed by the people.
Brian. You're number one Mookie of the year.
The Mookie of the Year.
Also
Mookie.
voted number. I'm number one like all across the board. You're number one.
Number one in our eyes and in our hearts.
Yeah, do a little.
Was that
Albert
is that what
Pujols.
Albert Pujols did?
Number Randy First, the White Larry Bird, aka Brother Mookie. Thank
The
you. for
white
joining us.
Caucasian
Lawrence
Lawrence
Bird.
Lawrence Bird.
Thank you, Mad Max.
Mookie Blaylock himself. What's your favorite number?
10.
Yeah, you remember.
I got it.
Boom, boom, boom.
That quickly came out.
Mookie Blaylock, number
I
10.
didn't
Pearl
even cheat.
Jam,
I didn't
number
even
10.
cheat. I didn't even write it down.
You just remembered. I'm just glad you didn't say 23 or some other random number.
Gary in the chat says, "Hey, bros from Iowa, man. We got Iowa. up there."
Iowa.
I used to love. Gary? Do you live close to what town is it? They've got the pro wrestling Hall of Fame up there.
Is that Waterloo?
Waterloo, Iowa. I have been there several times. I haven't been there in like many years though. I went there and seen so many people. Waterloo, Iowa has a great wrestling Hall of Fame.
You know, I've only been to Iowa one time, and I just drove through it. I went to Minnesota to go up to train with the professional up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I went up there for a couple weeks and came back. So I actually got to go to Minnesota to do a little bit of training.
Me and my father would make a Iowa trip every summer in July to go to the Wrestling Hall of Fame induction ceremony up there.
Wow.
It's a pretty cool setup up there. So hopefully Gary has hit that up at least a few times.
You know, I need to hit that up at some point or another.
It's a day drive. We would leave super early in the morning. We'd go up there, check it out, and
Check it out.
we'd head back that night.
Check it out. You know, I guess
Tom Phelps, you guys going to Backlash?
Nope. Got wrestling.
Mr. Wrestler right here has a show that
I
night.
got a
actually.
match against the big Inferno burning guy himself, Blaze.
Oh,
Sean Blaze.
making his
again.
triumphant return.
It's what he said.
Josh Summers says, "Hey brothers, what's up?" Ralph is in the chat.
Ralph,
Says,
what's up, brother?"
brothers?
I seen Bro George was in here a minute ago too.
Dennis says, "Hello, Slammer for life." He says.
For life.
Doc says, "Love the flag shirt. Looks
Whoa,
dope."
dope. It is dope. Slammer, American. I'm an American.
Randy has donated 20 stars. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Randy. You the man.
Cynic stars. Wyatt says, "Hi, Slammer."
Hi, Wyatt.
I would say hi, but I mean, I'm just over here minding my own beeswax, I guess. Doc says, "So I'm planning my yearly shop with a cop event in September. Would love to talk to you guys about it."
Sweet.
That would be pretty too sweet right here.
Too sweet. I did left-handed.
Yeah, I'll do it right.
You do it right.
We'll hit it right in the middle.
Sweet.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Wyatt says he's up to 105 subscribers on his YouTube
Oh, good
channel.
job.
Graylin says, "What's up, brother?"
Graylin, what's going on, my brother?
I have heard so much about
Man,
you.
Graylin, yeah, we got. I need Graylin to come with the whole group sometime, man. Graylin, he's my bro, man. I miss him. He had a little procedure here not too long ago, so hope you're healing up well, brother. Maxwell, what's up, brother?
That's the one you said he was getting that extra toe taken off.
Extra toe. He had like 7 of them on
Ooh,
one foot, man. He had to chop a couple of them off.
Is that one on each toe?
Yeah, giving him a little spring in his step. Hey, I'm simulcasting tonight on YouTube. We always download onto YouTube, but I thought,
Facebook here,
you know
YouTube
what?
up
I
here.
thought, you know what? We'll just go ahead and go live tonight on YouTube while we're at it. So maybe we'll get some new viewers on the YouTube.
Mad Max is in the chat, says, "What's up, fellas?"
Mad Max, what's going on?
It's the winner. I'm still got all your cash, brother. By the way,
Hey, the Stars Party Challenge has started.
it has begun.
Your audience has been challenged. You have been challenged, audience.
Wyatt has finally said hi, Kyle. I appreciate that, Wyatt. Stay in school, son.
Stay home.
I think he's already out of school.
You're gonna make him mad.
He's my prime buddy.
Big Josh, what's going on, man? Heating up some pizza, checking out the Bro Show, man. Bro
Yeah.
Show and pizza.
That's 2 of my favorite things.
Hey,
in the
man,
world.
did we tell you about what we had last week?
No.
We got Pizza Hut,
Oh, Pizza Hut, okay.
and we are not mad about that at all.
Really?
I tell you
I know
what,
you were a Domino's family.
we are, man. Sometimes Domino's can just hit right, or sometimes it can just hit wrong. Casey's Pizza's never disappointment, but there's no Casey's in Farmington. If I want a Casey's Pizza, I gotta go to Park Hills.
And then I got Park Hills,
then
about 5 minutes away, White Larry Bird.
Yeah, but it's 20 minutes here, and you don't know what torture that is
Driving
to
back home.
smell that pizza
Smell that
the
pizza.
whole way down. Thank you, Doc. Doc, you are the man. You the man.
Done and done. Stars laugh my butt off.
They'll laugh my butt off. That's an A. I think that means his aspirin.
Oh, it's aspirin.
Aspirin.
Oh,
You
that's
got your
all.
aspirin off. Done and done. Hey, well, I don't know if we had mentioned or not, Bro George was on here a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Aruba!
Aruba! I never did see him pop into the
Yeah,
chat.
man,
Maybe he's
it was just a few minutes
he
ago.
must be busy.
Oh gosh, I hit a button.
oh boy. How about here? I'll do the
Here,
scrolling here.
you scroll.
Let's see.
I need you to captain this ship.
I'm trying.
I need you to guide this ship.
We got too many people here. I'm trying. People.
That's good. Whoa! From
There he is. Aruba Monday Night Bros.
Aruba. John O'Leary, hello from New Zealand.
We got a
Bushwhacker.
New Zealand.
That's Bushwhacker Luke
oi mate.
territory, mate.
We gotta make him feel welcome. Oi mate.
Oi, mate. Hey, man, I tell you what, man, I couldn't be more pumped, man.
Ooh.
Oh boy, I almost knocked over my phone stand.
Hello.
What is this? We're almost. It's going to be May.
It's gonna be May.
So June, July, August, 4 months. Unless Bushwhacker Luke ends up in Missouri at some Comic-Con like he did before, man. I'll get to hang out with him down at Panfilo's here in a few months. Get to go hang out with the Hulkster down at the Hogan's Hangout.
Nice.
We were just talking about that right when we got on here.
I don't think he's not announced for like Herb's little.
No, he's not. He was. I
Not
don't
little,
think he
his
was.
big convention
No, that's
thing.
big. Yeah, I don't think he did it last year either.
Yeah.
So
I think he did it a couple. He did like the first year. Didn't
He did.
I remember him. Yeah,
But,
he's got a good setup over there. Yeah, I'm really surprised it's Bushwhacker looking.
yeah, I am too. A little cryptic video with Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan
Yeah, speaking
popped
of
up
Hulk
this
Hogan.
morning, man. So curious. Whoa, thank you,
Good.
John. Appreciate it.
All
Star-
right, oi.
Oi, oi, oi! Is that Australian or is that New Zealand or is that can
think
that,
that- I
can
think
that be anything? Is that the whole territory
I think
down
you're
there?
getting a little Australian for beer
I
right
am.
now.
Oi, oi, oi! Hey, man, Outback
Dig, dig, dig.
Steakhouse.
We're getting off track here.
Got me talking about delicious Outback Steakhouse, man.
Let's see. Doc in the chat says it means living my American avocados. They're great. Full of fiber and great fats for strong vibes.
Strong Bob.
I actually like avocados. Like,
You know what?
I always think I don't like avocado and guacamole and stuff like that. I discovered by accident one time, Subway. I go to Subway, and if I get Subway, I usually get like the meatball sandwich.
Okay.
And I read the menu wrong. Like, I think I looked at the meatball sandwich and was reading the menu of something else. So I'm telling the girl what I want on it. She gets the meatballs on there, and I'm like, I think I want some avocado
Oh no.
spread or whatever. It wasn't guacamole because I know guacamole is avocado.
Guacamole.
Guacamole. So she like looks at me
Waka
like,
waka waka.
like, are you kidding? And I'm like, slap it on there. So she puts avocado on my meatball sub. Maybe the greatest thing I've ever
Really?
ate. It was really good. And I felt bad because the lady like gave me this look like, are you serious?
And you said,
I was like,
"Is the
slap
Pope
it on.
Catholic?"
I was like, did the Pope pass? He did. Put it on there.
Guacamole, man, not my. I just don't like it. I don't like
like-
that it's green.
I like guacamole. I like avocados. It's just so creamy. It's just so
Avocados
good.
from Mexico. Remember when John Lynch used to do those commercials during NFL games,
I do.
and he'd show up and be like, "Hey guys, I got the avocados."
John O'Leary says, that is Australia. I'm trying to tell him. He's not too cultured.
I'm good with geography. I'm
he's-
just messing up the.
He's only been to Iowa once.
Only been to Iowa once.
Give the guy a little credit here. I've got your back there. What?
Oh.
We were talking about Outback Steakhouse. Like blooming onions. You like the blooming onions?
Ooh, no, I don't like
No?
that. No, God, no.
Oh my
I don't.
gosh.
Slimmer don't do onions,
I
man.
forgot that.
Get out of here.
Man,
onions.
if I go to a steakhouse, I'd never get appetizers anywhere because I'm like, I just give me the steak, give me whatever. I go to a steakhouse, I gotta have a blooming onion. Blooming onion is like the best thing in the world.
Heather and Paige like that blooming onions. They like guacamole.
I like
I'm
that
Just like, just give me
Southwest-
some meat,
that Southwest
some
sausage
potatoes,
comes
and
with
some bread.
Give me a blooming onion and a steak, and I'm good.
Blooming onion and steak.
All right.
All right.
On this day in history.
Whoa, on this
day
day.
in wrestling history.
So what is today? April 28th.
April 28th.
I'll get,
all day
and
long.
remind me, I'll give you my this day in history tomorrow because it's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Tomorrow's exciting.
Today
day for
was
me.
not too exciting on the wrestling home front of on this day today in wrestling.
Also, I have a Mount Rushmore thing I want to do today.
Okay. 1995, WCW and New Japan Wrestling held a collision in
WCW?
yes, WCW
WCW?
held their pay-per-view collision in Korea.
Oh,
You remember this?
yes.
It was a 2-day event.
They actually have a good little documentary on the dark side of the ring on. And
yeah,
it's really,
yeah.
really good. Check
Uh,
that out.
So day one attendance, the Koreans claim there was 150,000 people in attendance
Hey
from day
man,
one.
if the Koreans say
And
it,
if
was
that's true, that broke like every
Every
record,
record.
including
Ever-
WrestleMania
ever
3.
was, ever will be.
And then day two, 24 hours later, they broke that record according to the Koreans
Whoa,
with 190,000 compared to 150,000 the day before.
190,000.
They said 190,000 on day two.
Good Lord.
So not only did the
I
50
seen-
come back, but then another 40,000 came.
I've seen some clips and things of that, but my gosh, that's a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
What is Michigan Stadium? What do they do? They hold 100,000 there?
Talking about what, like,
The Michigan Wolverines, their football stadium.
I'm not really sure on
I think
that.
they hold 100,000.
Maxwell
Max,
sent
you name it.
stars.
What about Dallas Cowboys? Does their stadium hold 100,000 people? Did they set that up to be
Dude,
able to hold 100,000?
Numbers are hard. I really don't know. I had these
I
numbers
tell
written
you,
down.
anyway, 150 or 190,000 people, that would have to be like
That's
double the size
like
of
double
a
WrestleMania
NFL
numbers.
football.
That's-
I mean, that's whoo. How many people were at Woodstock? Like the original Woodstock?
Oh, that's a good question.
Somebody let me know.
Doc may know this. Doc's into the music. Speaking of Doc, I remember biology class trying to grow avocados. Never could get any to sprout. Dude, I actually remember that. I think we did that too.
You
We
tried to
got
grow an avocado?
The avocado, we put it like in a cup, like a foam cup or something, and we put like the wet paper towels around it.
Okay.
And put it in there, and I think it like sprouted out and stuff. But that's about as far as mine
you
got.
didn't grow an avocado.
I got an avocado sprout.
A sprout. Like sprout, like the Green Giants and the Sprout Buddy.
Josh Summers says Texas Roadhouse rolls or Red Lobster rolls.
Oh, is he asking
Yeah,
which?
he's asking.
Oh, I would 1,000% Red Lobster all day long. Them delicious Cheddar Bay biscuits, man. Hot out the oven. Yeah, Red Lobster, hands down.
Oh, that's a tough one. It almost matters what kind of mood I'm in.
And you know,
those Red Lobster rolls are good, but they're
I don't think there's really a wrong answer.
No, there's definitely not because they're both good.
But my personal preference, I would say the Red Lobster.
Everybody loves those
Cheddar
Red Lobster
Bay
rolls.
biscuits.
I love those Cheddar Bay biscuits. They're biscuits, they're real thick and biscuity, I guess is the word.
Kathy Rainero, Woodstock, 400,000 people. So, have you ever seen? Have you ever seen pictures of Woodstock?
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Because people, they tore down the fences and people were just walking.
Oh
over the
yeah,
fences
they. I watched a
I
documentary
have to say
on
Texas
that.
Roadhouse rolls for you, Josh.
Did you watch that documentary?
Oh, yeah.
On that?
Yeah. I watched a documentary. Is that the one where they talked about all three Woodstocks? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I ended up turning off after watching for a while because it's kind of little. What's the word? Lewd. Little lewd.
That's what makes it good.
Little
That's my favorite part. I went back and rewatched that part. Kamala says Texas Roadhouse for her. I think I might have to agree with that, especially with that is it like a brown sugar or cinnamon butter that you put?
Yeah,
on?
I don't like that cinnamon butter. But,
What?
I mean, they're roll.
That's almost like going to Cane's and saying you don't like the sauce. It is un-American. Go to Australia
American.
or go to New Zealand with
John
our buddy.
O'Leary. We like John O'Leary. Thanks for joining us tonight, John.
Let's see.
JR says beer rolls.
What is a beer roll?
I would like Tom Doc Nutter. He also says 400,000 plus.
Yeah.
Wow. That's.
Could you imagine being on a stage and just looking out? I mean,
Oh,
we've all seen the
gosh.
video and pictures, but video and pictures. When you take something yourself, and you're like, it just doesn't do it justice. Could you imagine just looking out?
It's like when I go out there and have a wrestling match. You've been with me to what 80% of all my matches. You've been with me when there's been 25 people in the crowd. That's tough.
Yeah.
But man, when you get out there like at Broadway and you got 600 people surrounding that place, that's cool. Could you? It's like, man, I wouldn't even know what to. If I got to go out like at if I wrestled at WrestleMania, I would literally. Well, when we was up at the wrestling at the Chase, I mean, we had a lot of people there, but it was just the fact that I wrestled at the Chase Park Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
And main event, thank you, main evented wrestling at the Chase against Cayman last year. Hopefully we'll be doing that again. But it was just the fact, I didn't even sit down in the locker room. I got changed, dude. I went up there and I sat back there and I watched every match because I'm like, I don't know when this is going to happen again.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, just a bunch of people, dude, just looking around.
Cool.
I couldn't even imagine.
That's awesome.
Seeing 100,000 people around me.
Jared says 8 beers or a meal, and he gave us 50 stars.
Whoa,
thank you for donating.
thank you, brother.
Send us 50 stars. That's freaking awesome. Kathy says, I love all the Woodstock music. They are my people. She's a hippie chick.
She's a hippie chick. Jimi Hendrix played at Woodstock.
Actually, in my personal collection, maybe I will bring this next week, speaking of Woodstock.
Whoa, all right.
I own 3 Woodstock tickets, one from each Woodstock.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and I got them all framed with the photo from each Woodstock with them. You have to bring that. My Woodstock my ticket from the original Woodstock is the 3-day. You could buy a 3-day ticket back then, and they would tear off a piece. It was perforated for all 3 days, so you could tear off the day 1 when you went. They'd tear off day 2.
Okay.
And then I guess they just take the rest of it for day 3. But was it 2 days or 3 days? No, now I'm confused.
It might have been. I bet it was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Maybe.
Thing.
But yeah, I've got a concert ticket from all 3.
Oh, that
Woodstocks.
rules, man.
Just because I don't know, it's such a cool piece.
Yeah. When was the second? 94 was the second one. That was Mud Woodstock.
Yeah.
And the last one was it 2004?
No.
Or was it 2004? Did they?
I want to say that was like 98 or 99.
Did they do it that close after the last?
Yeah, because it was.
But then after that, they said no more.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, because there was.
It just
destruction and fire.
Fire.
Gonna damn near explode right there.
Fire.
Josh says both are good. He could go for the cheddar biscuits also.
Man.
Those rolls are from Lambert's that they throw are really good, but it's been a long time since he's been there.
I have not been to Lambert's. I remember going to Lambert's probably.
I remember going as like a teenager. It's been that long.
Yeah, that's same for me.
long
It's
time.
been a long time ago. I remember We had some family up from Texas.
Uh-huh.
We all went down there for some reason. Just not my thing, man. I'm not into all that Southern cooking and all that.
So you're not a Cracker Barrel kind of fella?
I do. Oh, now Cracker Barrel. I like Cracker Barrel, man. Cracker Barrel, dude. Let me tell you about Cracker Barrel.
Let's hear it.
You go on a road trip to Florida, you can stop at Cracker Barrel every single meal 3 times a day on the way down.
That's
if you
essentially
need to.
what Lambert's is.
Yeah.
But it's not the big brand name. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe we just need to go down there one day
Let's do it.
and just eat.
my family
maybe I
actually stopped
find
there
something.
in 2019 at Lambert's on our way back from Florida. And we was going to take my daughter Caitlin. I was with my mom and stepdad at the time. We pulled up. It was like an hour and a half wait. And we were that close to getting home
It was like
from Florida.
hour and a half.
And we're like, we can't do this. We drove down the street to
Probably.
like Golden Corral.
Oh,
And usually Golden Corral's not terrible. That Golden Corral, I think it was like in Poplar Bluff, was the worst thinking Golden Corral I ever went to. It was terrible. I pretty much felt like I ate like mashed potatoes and gumdrops. You know what I mean? Like, they got the whole candy bar too.
Yeah.
I felt like I just like ate nothing but sides because everything was just terrible.
Now Cracker Barrel, man. Gosh, it's so hard for me every time I go there.
I haven't had Cracker Barrel in a long
What do
time
I
either.
want? Do I want Mama's French toast? Their pancakes rule? It's like, man, they have that open-faced roast beef. Boy,
Dad always got the
mashed
big boy
potatoes.
breakfast or something like that.
But man, they got
Big Boy, I
the
think that's what it's
best
called.
chicken dumplings.
Yeah.
And mashed potato. Man, I get it with 3 sides, man. Big old bowl of chicken dumplings, 2 things of macaroni and cheese, and some mashed potatoes and gravy.
It's probably been a good 10 years or so since I've been to a Cracker Barrel. I remember last time I went was on a road trip with my dad.
Really?
We stopped late at night at a Cracker Barrel because it was like one of the last places open. We could go in and sit down and eat. I ordered biscuits and gravy and whatever else. He orders his food. 5-10 minutes after we order, we're sitting close to the kitchen door, and you hear a big plate hit the ground and shatter. You can tell whatever they were carrying or fell and broke.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's not good. And my dad laughs. He goes, that was your gravy. Laughing. 2 minutes later, the waitress comes up to our table. So I'm sorry, they just dropped the last of the gravy in the back and it spilled everywhere. What else? I'll bring you a menu. What else could I get you? They count my meal, but I was so mad because my dad said that, like, cursed me.
Curses.
Let's see
I
here.
think everybody's in agreement with
Doc says
Cracker Barrel.
2017. Was that 17? I don't know.
Wow, that
Maxwell says the Caucasian barrel.
what?
Who doesn't enjoy Cracker Barrel? I love the cornbread, Josh says.
Oh, they do have good cornbread.
Doc says we needed something like a Cracker Barrel around here. I really wish. I mean, I guess Homestead, at one point was kind of like it close.
They will not put a Cracker Barrel in Farmington because we're not on the interstate. They have to have the interstate traffic because they have to have.
So what's our closest one? Like Arnold?
Yeah, and there's Herculaneum. So Herculaneum's the closest, and then the one up on Merrimack Bottom.
Oh, I get it now. Max said the Caucasian barrel because we're talking about Cracker
Oh,
Barrel.
gosh.
It took me a second. I got it though.
I got it.
Ralph says can't go wrong with Cracker Barrel.
You can.
No.
There's.
That's why I'm surprised when you said that you didn't really like the Southern food. I'm like, wait a second.
Well, everything I get's not. I mean, I guess chicken and dumplings is.
That's a Southern.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's trying to make excuses. I'll call you out. I don't care if you're Slammer. I don't care if you're the number one brother. I'm gonna call you out.
And
I will call you out.
And like I said, I have not been to the Lamberts in a very, very long time. So,
all right, if Paige Mack is listening here, we're hitting a road trip to the Lamberts.
or you got her attention. She'll be like, "I'm there, man."
Also in this day in history.
Oh! The Bro Zone is almost over. It's time for Bro is Orb.
Terrible.
Bro is Orb.
Terrible. Also, if you want to call in 1-900-99 Slam, that's with 2 M's. We are phone lines are open. Operators are standing by.
Operators are standing by.
Children, get your parents' permission before calling. Also, on this day, 1996,
Okay.
Hall and Nash, known as Razor Ramon and Big Daddy Cool Diesel, made their final television WWF appearance. Do you remember what pay-per-view this was?
Oh gosh.
It was In Your House. It was kind of a terrible pay-per-view. I was looking down the list of the matches on it.
I can't. Man, all them in your.
One of the
was
matches.
Was it when they started giving In Your House as a theme?
Yeah. Like one of the matches, one of the tag teams in this match was, no kidding, I about fell out of my chair from a tag team of Jake Roberts and Ahmed Johnson.
What? So this was 96.
Yes.
So this would have been, man, this would have been before the King of the Ring. This would have been right before the whole Austin 316 thing went wild.
This was In Your House, Good Friends,
Better Enemies.
Better Enemies.
Yeah.
Where the headline was Big Daddy Cool Diesel. They actually put him in the main event, which is kind of mind-blowing if you think about it.
If they knew time was up. Well, were they both up at the same time? Or
I think like days or maybe
apart?
a week apart, something like that. But this was their last.
This was their last hoorah.
Where Big Daddy Cool Diesel lost to Shawn Michaels, who was the defending WWF champion, and Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, the bad guy,
Chico,
he lost to the Mastodon, the man
Vader.
Vader time. He lost to Big Van Vader.
It's time.
Which is crazy because that pay-per-view was held in Omaha. 1 year later, WWF was back in Omaha on the same day. 1997 for Monday Night Raw. The big hoorah that happened on that show was an Intercontinental Championship title match. Title changed hands. Rocky Maivia defended and lost his belt to who is now known as the Nugget, the Blackhearts, the Rockets, Owen Hart.
Wow. That's awesome.
That was like the last big thing. We got a few people that's passed away on this date.
I wondered if you was going to get to that. That's one I was thinking of.
On this day in 2002, Lou Thez, former NWA champion, passed away at the day of 86. I actually got to meet him.
Wow.
I got to meet him. Oh, we got a phone call.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. We will get right back to it.
The hotline is hot.
Hotline is open. Operators are standing by. Who do we have on the phone tonight?
Hey, yo, this is Scott. What up, guys?
Hey, yo there, Scott.
Hey, yo.
Sound awful familiar.
So I got a question there for you, Slammer.
Oh, for me.
Oh,
one for me. Okay.
One for the bad
You
guy.
and Mookie,
What?
Are you guys brothers?
Are we brothers?
Well, of course we are.
We're
Yeah.
number
you
one
guys
brothers. Oh, sorry. What? Go ahead.
Are you and Mookie brothers?
I think we just answered that. Yes.
It is confirmed.
Yeah,
we are
it's
brothers.
confirmed. DNA test came back. We're brothers.
Yo, Slammer.
Yo,
The results
brother.
are in.
Bad guy or not? You a good guy or a bad guy?
Oh, I'm the biggest baby face, brother.
I got one more question. For
Oh, boy.
Three for
you.
them.
Bones.
You have to pay extra 99 stars for the extra questions.
What kind of question you got for us there, Scott?
Are those Chico's Hogan?
What?
What?
What about Hogan?
Let me ask that question again.
I think this guy's been
He's been hitting the old
taking the,
caboose.
yeah.
Sorry, I just got out of rehab.
Oh, R.I.P. Scott.
All right, Chico. Is Kane and Undertaker those Jabrone's brothers or not?
Those guys, man, I feel like we get this question every now and then. Yes,
I don't mind answering this
at
question.
100%. Kane
They are number
Undertaker,
one brothers.
Number one brothers, brother.
Well, that's just too sweet.
Oh, suddenly out of here.
Man, he got his question
Goodbye.
answered and he's gone. Thank you
Oh,
for the
my
call
gosh.
there, Scott, from wherever you were calling from.
So funny.
I guess he was a first-time caller, long-time enemy.
First-time
What was
caller.
happening there?
First time caller quickly hanging up on us.
All right.
All right.
Anywho,
Back to
Lou Thez. You met Lou Thez.
I got to meet Lou Thez at the Barnhart Flea Market.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Somehow my dad actually brought him in for an autograph signing there.
What?
Yeah. Which was kind of crazy. It may have been his last autograph signing, actually. Also on this day, 2005, Chris Candido had passed away at the age of 33.
You know, I didn't really know how. I remember him dying. I did not remember until I was reading about that today that he had tore his leg up, had surgery.
Well, he broke his ankle or something.
broke his ankle and all that, and then he flew
Mm-hmm.
and you're not supposed to fly.
Yeah.
And he got a blood clot and died.
Yep.
Clot,
That's,
a blood clot.
That's actually when I was watching TNA. It was an early TNA Fox Sports Midwest here. It
Yeah.
was on like in the afternoon,
Mhm.
like on Wednesday afternoons or something,
Oh,
something weird like
man.
that. Also, this one kind of blew me away. I need to research this one a little bit more. In 2009, this is the day Buddy Rose passed away.
Whoa, Playboy Buddy Rose?
And it says he was at the age of 56.
Wow. he was-
56 in 2009.
Fun fact about Buddy Rose, which you will know, he was in the first match,
Yeah.
the first WrestleMania. He was the executioner that wrestled Tito Santana.
But does that sound right? 56 in the year 2009? Seems like he'd have been a lot older than that, but
I don't know. I don't think he was probably near as old as we think. You know, when we were watching him on WWF television, when they gave him a little push and he had the
the powder.
seen on TV powder, and he's ripped and toned 200 and whatever
Yeah.
pounds he said. He probably
Wasn't that old, I guess.
that's
So
probably
crazy.
right.
I always thought he looked like Louis Anderson,
He
the
did look
comedian.
like he did look like Louis Anderson. Playboy Buddy Rose, rest in peace.
Any pickups this week?
I did not get a thing.
I did not get a thing either.
You know, when this weekend, when I got off work Friday, we went to the St. Louis Anarchy show,
Mhm.
which I got involved in a match. If you can believe that, can you believe
Yes,
that I could?
I wish I would have had my camera ready
Oh
with
man,
that.
I wish that there's got to be somebody has to have a picture of that.
Yeah.
But I gave a big boot to a guy. It was great.
While we were paying members of the crowd.
Members of the crowd, it was a good time, man. Got to see Neil Diamond Cutter for the first time
Yeah. First
And-
time on his farewell tour.
on his farewell tour. I'd heard about him, I've seen stuff about him, but actually got to see him,
Yeah.
and he's as crazy as what
Took on Gary
I've
J in
heard
a
him
hardcore match.
in a hardcore match.
They had cylinder blocks. They had
To see this guy
what's
can-
the things that they hammer in their
Oh, the
foreheads?
skewers.
Skewers.
Lots of skewers. We seen Gary
I
J
would have
get
been
a
into this match.
Gary J got a dollar bill stapled to his tongue. They crashed through a table with that power,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Death Valley driver
Yep.
through the table.
Lots of blood.
Lots of blood. But the best part of the whole match, Neil Diamond Cutter comes out to Sweet Caroline
Yeah.
by Neil Diamond. And that was just
Just
pretty awesome. So anyway, once we got back late, I'm sorry, me and Paige went to get phones Saturday. The weather was kind of cruddy. As soon as we was done with that, man, we was just ready to be home.
Mhm.
I did not leave this house. When I got home Saturday at 3 o'clock or whatever, I did not leave this house again until this morning when I went to
I'll
work.
tell you what, I had to work this weekend. And on the weekends, I got to work 12 hours at the hospital.
Yeah.
After going to wrestling with you guys,
Oh.
what time did we get home? Like after midnight?
12, 15-ish.
Yeah. So I got home a little after 12. My alarm goes off at 5:30. Oh my God. I felt like the oldest man trying to get up out of bed. I'm like, I don't know if this old man can do this anymore. Stay out late, get up early for work. I used to do that so many times growing up. Go out late. We all partied, had fun. We went to wrestling. But my gosh.
You know, I didn't get any pickups. I've been getting a lot here lately. The only things that I have coming in, I got a new Monday Night War series, which I need to get the Great Muta. For some reason, these went on sale pre-order. I guess so many people ordered the Great Muta that they don't even
course.
have him on pre-order. So I'm getting a Jerry Lawler, an Albert, and another Hollywood Hogan. But if you hadn't been on here, finally, I completed my collection a few weeks ago. I got my Ric Flair
So happy you got that.
retro. As you can see behind me, the whole wall is full of
The whole collection. You're just
These
missing the
started
one.
in 2016.
Okay.
He came out in 2017. I never seen him in the store. You told me you
I
used to
did.
see him at Kmart and stuff.
I remember seeing that whole line one time at Kmart up in Festus.
But
And it was really kind of before me and you were talking.
yeah,
We talked, but we
yeah,
didn't
we
really
didn't
know we
really-
both collected
right.
stuff like we do.
So anyway, I got a good deal. I jumped on it, and
That's awesome.
I like finding stuff in the wild.
That's so
but
crazy that
sometimes
that was so
you just
expensive like
have
it is.
to. Sometimes you just got to go out and
Sometimes you got to
just got to do what you got to do. So
as Tommy Pickle says on Rugrats, a baby's got to do what a baby's got to
so
do.
that entire collection's complete. The next series that's coming out will be, I think it's either late summer or fall. I can't
So you
remember.
got a time frame.
So we got a little bit of a time frame there. They'll be getting a Virgil
I did see this with a stack of money.
with stacks of money, Bobby the Brain Heenan, which I think is really cool.
Is there not a Bobby retro?
There's not a Bobby retro
I felt
yet.
like there was.
There is a King Harley race
That's
that
cool.
comes with a cap,
Awesome.
with a crown and a cape,
Awesome.
and another Ultimate Warrior with the Intercontinental Championship.
And it's like a late 80s.
Yeah,
version, like
it's
the
cool.
orange.
Blue pants.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
I brought a couple things.
You got a couple things.
I didn't have, just like you, I was busy this weekend, had a busy work week, didn't really get out to spend any moolah. I've been
Moolah.
going through books, going through boxes, going through a lot of my stuff, trying to get rid of stuff. I found some stuff I thought I'd bring over and show, and just some
Show and
different-
tell.
some different items.
Show and tell.
You have maybe never seen this magazine before. You know how like the old school WWF magazines? This was a WWF New Yorker magazine.
Whoa! I have never seen
Yeah, I
that.
kind of figured that. With Vince McMahon and Undertaker. This is from October of 1998.
Hmm.
This is a New York exclusive magazine, The New Yorker.
The New
I
Yorker.
just thought it was a pretty cool magazine. I just kind of ran across it. I'm like, that's kind of unique. I'll bring that over. It's got a pretty cool little like article in here. It's got just random some, like,
little-
some action figures, Undertaker.
Oh, sweet. Too sweet.
There's Vince and Stone Cold. I mean, it's got
That's
a pretty
great.
cool little section
That's
there.
a great little. Out of the archives.
Last time I brought over, remember the old cereal boxes I brought over? I
Yes,
told you I
yes,
had
yes,
some?
yes.
I found the rest of them.
Oh, I'm excited.
So I mentioned this one to you. Check this one out. I
Yes.
even kept this and stapled.
Ah, that's good. Urkelos.
Urkelos. These next few items have no wrestling.
Oh, no. We're a variety show here at the Bro Show. We talk about everything. And by gosh,
And on the back, you could vote actually for Urkel and win a trip to the White House.
what?
Because on the back it's vote for Urkel for president.
That's awesome.
And this was actually the presidential button for
I would have
voting
wore
for
it.
Urkel.
I would have wore it.
And
Vote
my
for
nerdy
Urkel.
self as a kid kept it in package and stapled
Yeah,
it to
that's
the
good.
box. But
Ah,
Urkelos, anybody remember Urkelos cereal?
somebody bound to.
Such, man, as a kid, I was a huge Urkel fan. I got some pictures somewhere. I got like an Urkel sweatshirt on.
Mhm.
It's got his face on. It's got like the big, like I think it was like called Urkel Vision. Or something like that.
I was not a fan. I did not watch Family Matters.
Oh
I
man,
just
TGIF.
into
I
it.
was all over TGIF.
I was.
Up next,
Oh, the Addams Family cereal. I
Yes.
remember that.
the Addams Family cereal. And on the back, it's got you can cut out
Thing.
thing and then put it around your doorknob. So that was pretty awesome.
Oh, that
I still
rules.
love Addams Family Values. I don't know why as a kid I saved these boxes, but now
I'm
it's
glad
kind
you
of
did.
cool.
It kind of it came in good for
30
last
years
week and
later.
today. I'm really glad you kept that Bill and Ted one.
And-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna like that. And last but not least, my favorite cereal as a kid.
Oh,
You remember these?
Pizza. Oh,
Teenage
yeah, I
Mutant
do
Ninja
remember
Turtle.
that.
And the marshmallows were shaped like pizzas.
That's wonderful.
And I didn't even notice this. On the back it's got the turtle pies.
Oh yeah, I used to love them pies.
Well, I showed you where that Hostess place was there in
Mhm.
Livingston.
Yeah.
As a kid, I lived right down the street from the Hostess snack shop. I used to save up my change all the time. I remember looking up recently, like, how long the turtle pies were around. They were around for, like, maybe 4 or 5 months.
Oh really?
In my mind, they were around for years because I ate so many
Yeah.
Hostess
Yeah.
turtle pies.
I used to always get those because I think they just had a regular one.
Mhm.
They had well, they had several of them, but I was just getting ready to say, I think that was green and it shows
Yeah.
it there. Yeah,
They had
Yeah.
the green icing on
Yep.
the top.
I love those.
Check that out. There's the turtle pies right there.
Turtle pie.
And a couple of wrestling related
What else you
items
got in
here.
your sack there, Sandy?
Found a retro 1997
Oh,
mini poster.
you know what? I might have that.
I actually bought these from Frigga. I think I had these as a kid. I remember getting them from Discovery Zone. This one has who was on it? Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels.
Huh.
It's just blank on the
You
back.
know,
I used to
man,
get these from Discovery Zone. We used to go there as a kid. My dad used to take me and my sister there.
I wouldn't have gone from the
That's-
Discovery Zone. Man, that looks like something I have.
And also, the one that goes
Ooh.
with it, it's got Stone Cold, Ahmed Johnson, and Psycho Sid.
Yeah, Sid. Psycho with an S.
And last but not least, I love the old Stone Cold logo there.
Oh,
That was kind of
yeah.
cool. He didn't really keep that one for too long.
Nope. Didn't need to.
And last but not least, since it's got a little NWO theme going on,
For
I
life.
pulled this one out.
Oh,
And our buddy
whoa.
Scott called in.
Yeah. Dang.
A giant autographed Beckett Authenticated.
Oh, sweet.
So we got the sticker down here by the original bad guy, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, and Big Daddy Cool Kevin Nash. Big
Man.
Sexy. I just grabbed those just for something, a little show and tell.
Wrestling, the only place it's not weird to call a dude big sexy.
Or when
Big
you're
Papa Pump.
when you're big and you're sexy, you know it, man.
That's wonderful.
That was one shirt I don't think I could ever buy as a kid or a teenager and wear.
What, big sexy?
The shirt that said Big Sexy. It'd have Kevin Nash on it.
People be like, what's this dude here?
All right, we got all kinds of stuff here in the chat here. Let's
Yeah,
see.
gets caught up.
Uh,
Cacaw. Speaking of Cacaw, go Battlehawks.
yes. Back on the winning
Hakeem
end.
Butler coming through with a couple big touchdowns at the end of the game.
Mad Max wants to see Rocky Hulk. It's Rocky Hulk time, he says.
I can do it.
No! I should never read chat again. Max, I'm going to have a chat with you next MMWA show. Ralph says, I remember being a kid thinking Ahmed Johnson was going to be the next Hulk Hogan. Boy, was I wrong. I swear, everybody thought that. Ahmed
I
Johnson
didn't.
ruled back in the day.
Rocky.
God bless. I bet the pool Vince McMahon and Doc says, who would your dream tag team be? Random wrestlers who you never ever thought worked together. Mine would be Goldberg and Junkyard Dog.
Oh my gosh.
That's quite a combo
That's
right
quite a
there.
combo. Man, I'd have to put a whole lot of thought into that.
And we got one more comment, then we'll go back to try to think of a tag team. Ralph says turtle pies were awesome. Cowabunga dude.
Cowabunga
I used to
dude.
love those turtle pies. It's like such a nostalgia thing for me. They used to come with stickers. I actually put the stickers on the bottom of my skateboard as a kid. So many great
You
memories.
a skateboarder?
I tried to be a
You trying to be?
skateboarder. It was more for decoration.
Sure.
I would stand on it and it would roll and stuff. I was never a skateboarder.
I was
always
never a
tried-
skater. I always thought, man, that'd be cool because I always liked skateboards and I always liked skateboard shops and stuff.
Now, rollerblades, dude. I was BAAA or
Whoa!
double cricket letter on inline skating with the rollerblades. Man, I was all about the rollerblades. I could skate backwards
And forward?
and
Oh,
forward.
wow, that's amazing.
I used to play street hockey in them.
Oh,
Oh man, we had a good time in our neighborhood.
it was a good time. Adult and
Sonia
sweet.
says old memorabilia is pretty cool. Love it. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. And Mad Max is laughing. I think he's laughing at me because it's a stupid boxing Hulk. I don't understand. I don't understand the fascination.
Pretty awesome, really.
Is he?
It sure is.
So random tag.
I've had this thing for 30 years, man. I've used it more in the last 2 months, and I haven't the whole time of the hat.
It's kind of like my cereal boxes. You're finally getting your money's worth. So random tag team. I would like to see. Let's see.
So I guess anybody from any era is.
Anybody from any era. Two guys you never thought would be a good tag team. I'm trying to look around here.
How about the Ultimate Warrior and Bruiser Brody?
Oh, that'd be kind of
That'd
cool.
be awesome,
How
wouldn't
about the
it?
Berserker and Bruiser Brody?
Oh.
That'd be a lot of hustling going on.
Yeah. Hey, that or if you don't care, I was going to mention this. I watched the WrestleMania 9 documentary this
Okay.
weekend. Did you watch that?
I have not.
It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. Which made me then want to watch WrestleMania 9. So I did that yesterday.
I watched
too.
that prior to. I watched that Friday prior to WrestleMania. I don't think that one holds up very good.
Oh, it was great.
Oh,
That's just my wheelhouse, man.
Yeah.
Me and you, I would be confident to say we are 90s wrestling,
Mhm.
90s wrestling for life. I mean, it's such a vast difference from the early 90s
Big
to
time.
the late 90s. But that's early '90s stuff,
Even the mid, you could almost break it up to early,
mid and late. You really
And that's
could.
like it's almost like 3 different.
It
like,
is,
decades
and
of
I guess
different
that's why it seems like it was just
so good.
so good and forever ago. But I got to thinking, because you know how I am, you know how I like the over the top, random characters that
Yeah.
people become. So I thought, this is personal preference. This is not a right or wrong answer. We always talk about the different Mount Rushmores.
Okay.
I thought early '90s Mount Rushmore of crazy cool gimmicks.
Oh man.
My number one, the Giant Gonzalez. I love the Giant Gonzalez. I believe you've come to know that.
Yeah.
And even just watching the stuff about him yesterday on that documentary, just
And the funny thing is, you're a big Giant Gonzalez fan. I was a big fan of when he was in WCW
as Elegante.
Elegante.
I thought he.
I
I knew
loved
who he
Elegante
was,
as a
but
kid.
I wasn't much of a WCW watcher. I would watch occasionally, so I knew who people were. But man, I loved the Giant. I thought it was great. I thought the big airbrushed with hair stuff, and Pritchard explained that. He said what it's supposed to be. He's like, it's supposed to look like all this hair's just like falling off. There it is, and all these little patches and all that. But at WrestleMania 9, he didn't have any of the hair on that.
Yeah, it was all
Outfit at all.
airbrush, wasn't it?
But when he made his debut, he had like these big, tall, brown boots on. WrestleMania 9, he had like little short boots on.
Oh.
But still,
So I thought maybe that was early on, and then it changed with the fur. He got fur.
he got fur,
So he
and
had fur,
then he
and
went
then-
furless. he shaved off all the fur. So number
Well,
one,
this happens with age, I've heard.
Giant Gonzalez.
Okay.
Number two, the Berserker.
Berserker.
I love the Berserker. Repo Man.
You got to throw the ding dongs in there at some point.
I'm not gonna put the Ding Dongs, but I'm gonna put Repo Man
Okay.
and Doink the Clown.
Doink the
Because
Clown.
you know how I love Doink the Clown. And as a matter of fact, it's funny because there's a dude that is on all these different WWE.
What about Man Mountain Rock?
Oh man, Mountain Rock. I mean, you could even throw
P and News.
you could throw Mantar in there.
Mantar.
But these were just my four. Because I even thought, man, I almost put Papa Shango on there.
Shango. Yeah, that'd be another good one.
Man, so many.
You can just
but that
almost go
that-
down the line.
You could go down the line. They're just so many. But I just thought the coolest looking guys.
Lunatic Max was another one I loved as a kid.
And you know,
I remember like the early 90s like that. For some reason, I watched a lot of WCW like 90, 91. That's why I knew Elegante, Max the Lunatic. I was like Tim, which ended up being Bastion Booger later on.
oh yeah.
But he was like a lunatic. He wore like the blue jumpsuit like he's from a loony bin. And he had like a little stuffed animal he came
Yep.
down to the ring with.
Well, it's like, you know, before he was Bastion Booger, he was Friar Ferguson.
For
He wore
one TV appearance.
one TV
Yeah.
appearance, and he had that little San Diego Padre looking thing on, and he
It's
he
called a
had
monk?
he had
It's a monk.
He had the little thing of water, and he's poured his head all shaved up.
San Diego Padre looking. It's a monk.
He was a Padre.
Oh my gosh. All right, catch up in the chat here. The Rock and Shawn Michaels, Maxwell says. That'd be quite a combo there.
Was they never a tag team? They never
even wrestled each other.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Michael Wildman is in the chat. Says, "Hey, Slammer Mookie,
What's
just getting
going
on.
on?
What's up, brother? Thank you for joining us." I also says, "What's going on, Slammer Brothers? Slammer, what's going on, Slammer Brothers? Slammer Mookie and the White Larry Bird. Too sweet."
Oh, it was also funny in that WrestleMania 9, which we already knew this anyway, but just rewatching it when Razor and Bob Backlund had their match.
Another reason why I say that was a terrible WrestleMania.
Bob Backlund, didn't even give him music. They had all that big.
Yeah.
I mean,
they didn't give him music.
He had no music.
I don't even remember that.
He had, and he never did. I think he was the last person that I can recall that had him. Before him, maybe Rugged Ronnie Garvin. I can't remember Ronnie Garvin having theme music.
Yeah. Oh.
But
Interesting.
of all, here you are in '93, early mid '93,
Yeah.
April of '93. with a guy with no music. Maybe that was his call. Hey, I'm Bob Backlund. I'm a 7-year
But-
champion. You know.
And I always thought that was weird because it was an outside arena.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't it like actually like in a parking lot? Like they set the whole
Yeah,
thing up
the
like
whole-
in a parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not even like in an arena or
Yeah,
anything.
it's cool, man.
How
They
they set
show
up
them building the
Oh,
set.
do they?
Yeah, they show them they show aerial shots of it from outside and stuff. Just a big old parking lot out by the
I need
pool.
to check that out. All right, do we?
And
wanna
those guys did not like having a camera in the back.
Oh, I'm sure.
They were
Back then,
they
they
were
weren't
all
used to all
like,
that.
what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like we're making a document. What? They
They weren't
didn't-
used to that third wall being broken.
Yeah,
in.
and even the Undertaker, he was standing over there just, and he was doing comedy. He's like, I was giving that guy a death stare. And he's like, this is the only time I ever had a chance to just be not the Undertaker for a little bit. And,
yeah.
and you just see he's just back there just looking like, what's going on here?
The funny thing is, none of that stuff ever got leaked, and here it is. 30 years later, it's finally making its way out
They said they have like 500 and something hours worth of footage
from that.
Well, I think just in general, man, they can make stuff infinite.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
man, what a great WrestleMania!
What a great show.
What a great lamp.
All right, we want to get a little.
We didn't think we'd have anything to talk about tonight.
Let's get into a little bit of NWO trivia for tonight. The reason I wore my NWO hat, more my NWO shirt. I got a little NWO trivia for Mr. Slammer over here. And anybody out there watching in TV land, Facebook land, YouTube, anybody want to play along, you're more than welcome. I've come up with 5, count of
Oh
1, 2,
my
3, 4,
gosh.
5 NWO questions.
These gonna be hard.
They're tricky.
Okay.
We're gonna see how tricky we can get.
It's
You call
tricky.
yourself an
It's
NWO
tricky.
fan.
It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around NWO for life. It's tricky. Tricky.
All right.
Oh,
Question number 1.
number
Sorry about
one.
that. This
Hey.
wrestler. What? Go.
Pick A.
Hey.
True.
This NWO member joined in late 1996 and was invited by none other for his spot by Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase invited this guy to join the NWO in late 1996.
Well, if it was DiBiase, it has to be Mike Rotunda, VK Wall Street, Michael Wall Street, whatever his name was at the time. That has to be who it is.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You don't sound too confident.
I'm going to be, if Ted DiBiase invited him,
Okay.
it seems like that lines up. I'll go with Michael Wall Street.
The answer to the NWO trivia question number 1, VK Wall Street. Good job.
He changed his name like right away when he had went back. He was he Michael Wall Street, and then all of a sudden it was VK Wall Street. Wasn't that like Vincent Kennedy Wall Street?
All right. Good job on that one, by the way.
You're welcome. You remember the NWO Sold Out event?
The pay-per-view?
And he wrestled, did he wrestle Diamond Dallas Page?
Ooh, I don't remember that.
And he was like the only person in the NWO that lost their match.
Of course.
I think the big boss man,
Ray Traylor?
was he just Ray Traylor then?
Uh,
Maybe it was him wrestling. Anyway,
Ray Traylor's the one that lost.
Ray Traylor lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they kicked him out not too long after that.
Okay. Man. There was too many NWO members when it was all said and done.
This was a tricky one. I had to think about this one. This guy was first a member of Raven's Flock, and then jumped ship and joined the New World Order. Who is this wrestler?
Raven's Flock.
He was a member of Raven's Flock on WCW,
Okay.
and then I don't know if he jumped right away, but he was originally a member of the Flock, and then at some point he joined the New World Order.
Did he wear blue jean shorts?
I don't remember what his attire was, honestly. I think I do, but I don't want to say yes or no and give it away.
Why do I want to say Billy Kidman for?
Is that going to be your final answer? You think Billy Kidman was...
Was he in the Raven's
Part of-
Flock?
Kidman was in Raven's Flock. He was one of the original members of Raven's
Yeah,
Flock.
that's what. Wasn't he in the NWO for their, like the late NWO? Or am I dreaming that?
I'm not giving any until I get a.
I got to think who all was in Raven's flock. Who else was in there? Was what was his name? Crowbar? Was he in? Not Crowbar. Oh my! I'm gonna go with Kidman because
Okay.
I can't. Who was Mortis? Who was Mortis?
That was Wrath and Mortis. Mortis
Goes
was
by
Chris
better
Canyon.
Canyon. Canyon.
Yeah.
Was he in Raven's flock? Was just Canyon?
I don't think he was in Raven's flock. He was in the Dungeon of Doom.
But I mean, when
As-
he was just regular Canyon.
I don't think so.
Because the whole Mortis thing was before Raven's
Mhm.
flock. Okay, I'll go with Kidman.
You
because
go, final answer, Bill
Yeah.
Kidman.
Ah!
The member of Raven's flock who jumped ship to join the NWO was Hulk Hogan's nephew,
Oh, Horace Hogan!
Horace Hogan.
Ah, dang it! You know, I just read something yesterday about Horace Hogan and the names he was here and there before. Gosh, dang it! All right.
Oh, Ralph got it. Ralph got Horace Hogan. Of all people, I believe Ralph did not even have to Google that.
Didn't
one.
yeah.
Ralph knows his stuff like us. Well, like
Oh,
me.
Yeah, like you.
He's an official NWO wife.
Horace, gosh.
All right, number 3. NWO trivia question.
Once again, I forgot more than I than what a lot of people know.
Tori Wilson, do you remember this? Tori Wilson was brought into the NWO. It was before she was even Tori Wilson. She was just one of the bikini girls. It brought her into the NWO to seduce this wrestler.
Had to be Diamond Dallas Page.
That's your final answer. Tori Wilson brought into the NWO to seduce Diamond Dallas Page.
Sounds right, but it's probably wrong. I don't even remember this.
Okay, is this your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You're gonna remember it after I bring it up, I bet. It was Mr. David Flair.
Oh. Okay. I remember. Ah,
I was waiting for a Ralph answer. Ralph didn't get that one. Michael says Douglas. I'm guessing he was talking about Shane Douglas. She ended up going with him later on in WCW. All right, number 4 of 5.
Dean
We're almost
Douglas.
done. Yeah. This, you should know this one.
Okay.
Everybody out there should know this one. If you don't know this one, get out.
Get out.
This third generation NASCAR racer
Okay.
was the official driver of the New World Order in NASCAR racing.
I actually know this, but I can't think of what his name
Oh
is.
no.
Because I remember they used to have him come on the show.
He was recruited by the New World Order.
And I remember the race car. I
Yes.
didn't watch racing, but you know they would always show clips of
Uh-huh.
it.
The official NASCAR driver who drove the NWO.
Was it Wallace?
Rusty Wallace?
Yeah.
Is that your final answer? You know, Rusty Wallace is from
He's a
Peasley.
St. Louis guy, isn't
He's
he?
from Peasley.
He's one of my friend's friend.
He's a friend of a friend.
He's a friend of a friend. Yeah. Was that
Ralph Service has got it. Don't look at the chat. You are correct. Ralph is back on the board.
I don't remember if he's a third generation. I know
Okay, you're going to go with
because Earnhardt. It wasn't the young Earnhardt.
You're thinking of Dale
Dale
Earnhardt?
Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't seem right though. Who? Oh, was there a Schrader?
You think of Kenny Schrader?
Kenny Schrader? That
Dick
was it?
Trickle? I mean, there's all kinds of great NASCAR racers.
Tell me who it is because I can't.
This
remember.
would be the son of Richard Petty,
Kyle Petty.
Kyle
Ah!
Petty. He was always
I-
my favorite because he drove the mellow yellow
You
car.
know-
Who was in the Days of Thunder movie,
It's funny.
and then of course his name is Kyle, just like mine.
Old days like that, man. Even when you didn't watch something, you knew who all the popular people
Oh, yeah.
were. And if you didn't watch NBA, you still knew who freaking everybody
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I couldn't name you 6 people in the NBA right now.
I could name that would be a good challenge.
I don't even know I can name you 6 people on the Cardinals real quick right off. the
Well,
top
I
of
know
my
I
head.
couldn't do that right now.
That's because I watch they're so underwhelming
Mm-hmm.
that I don't. I I flipped it on yesterday and seen they was losing 7-0.
Tim got that one
Quick.
also. He put it petty.
Dick Trickle.
He is. That is Dick Trickle rules, man.
Tim Mendeville, what's up, Tim?
All right. The final
Ay, man, you
Round
made this
5.
hard, brother.
round 5 NWO questions. Number 5, last but not least. Late 1997. You should know this one.
Boy.
This guy left Extreme Championship Wrestling to join WCW, and this part's going to give it away. He became Scott Hall's little lackey.
Left
But
ECW?
This guy left ECW, joined the WCW roster, and become Scott Hall's little lackey.
I remember Scott Hall having a little lackey, but I can't.
And it's actually when Hall was feuding with Larry Zbyszko. This guy come out and with Larry Zbyszko's club.
It was Rad Radford, Louis Spicoli.
Louis Spicoli, good job.
I
I remember he came out with Zbyszko's clubs, started breaking them
Yep.
over his knees one at a time.
Oh,
Zbyszko
man.
come out and beat him up.
That was another memory unlocked there too. Rad Radford with his move with the
Yeah.
Northern Light suplex.
There we go.
The perfect plex. Or no, it wasn't. It was the Northern Light suplex.
Patrick's in the chat. He says, "What's up? What's up, Slammer?"
What's up, brother?
So you were what? 2 for 5.
2 for 5.
2 for 5 in NWO. Ralph definitely beat you.
Yeah,
Ralph is a bigger NWO.
I guess so.
But
Hey,
give us a little too sweet there.
too sweet. Wow.
Well, that's gonna wind it down, I think, for the night.
Gosh, hour and 6 minutes.
Not too shabby.
Nothing to talk about tonight, though.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Hey, what's up, guys? Roger Sonya Woods Heather.
Roger's in the chat.
Is it Roger? Is
It is
Sonya?
Roger because it begins with Roger. Sonya, when she's in her name begins with Sonya, even though they got both names. I finally figured it out.
I did not know
I
that.
finally figured it out.
Well,
the first
cut
name on
my
each
legs
one.
off and call me Shorty.
Well, I'll paint you green, and you'll just have to deal with it. Oh, Ralph says he actually forgot about this.
Oh
Louis
my
Spicoli.
gosh.
I'm surprised because that was kind of a big deal. And then all of a sudden, he
That's been almost 28 years. So yeah, it's kind of.
make me feel old. That was probably what 97.
You said, yeah.
That'd be 97. Yeah, late 97.
Man,
Because I knew he didn't make it to 98.
for life.
Patrick says he got on late. Sorry.
That's all right,
We
man.
appreciate
Thanks for
you
joining
just
in,
jumping
brother.
saying hi and jumping in the chat. We appreciate that. So Roger says, "Yep, I figured it out." They both have each other's names on their account, but whoever's account it is, that's them, their first name.
You know what the easiest thing to do is just make one name on there.
Hey.
It makes it a whole heck of a lot easier.
They're a happily married couple, beautiful couple. Miss those guys, by the way. Miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas, well wishes.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Oh man! All right.
We're
So
done for the night.
anyway, this was episode 46.
46.
46 episodes of the Bro Show. I was live on YouTube. There wasn't a whole lot of action on there, but I just wanted to do it anyway. This episode will be downloaded on YouTube tonight or in the morning whenever I feel like doing it. It's right, brother. NWO for life. So anyway, catch us next week. I just got to get through these next 4 days. I had an awful day at work today. What a day.
What a day.
I just have to get through the next 4 days, man, and I am off for 2 weeks.
That sounds
2 weeks.
Sweet.
2 weeks. Don't know if I'm wrestling this weekend or not. I put that I'm available, so I'm crossing my fingers that I wrestle this weekend. So
Who's got shows? Who's got shows this weekend?
well, Dynamo Pro is wrestling on Cherokee Street at the Cinco de Mayo Festival. I put down that I was available, but I haven't seen. There's a group chat, and I haven't seen if they said, "Okay, here's who."
I got my lucha mask
Here,
ready.
I know there's supposed to be matches at noon, 2, 4, and 6.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of spread. It's an all day thing, but man, they showed some pictures that from prior years.
Speaking of
Man,
the
there's
crowds.
a lot of people up there having some Cinco de Mayo fun, and
Heck yeah.
I know I don't have anything going on Saturday. Heather and Paige have stuff
Saturday is
going
also
on.
free comic book day to all of our comic book
Whoa!
nerds out there.
Happy.
I'm actually going to be hanging out with our buddy Chad on that day.
All right.
Since there's nothing going on, he invited me to go out. I am not a comic book nerd. I don't know anything about comic books other than Superman flies and Batman don't. That is a cold hard fact. I have learned facts of life on that.
The facts of life. I got the Ultimate Warriors comic book that came with the WWF magazine,
Oh, okay.
still sealed in the
I
bag.
got a China comic book.
And I actually got several WWF comic books.
Yeah.
But anyway, seems like a couple Warrior comic books. Did he have more than one?
Yeah,
of
he
them?
had a few.
Okay, well, I've got more than one. I know that for sure. So hopefully, if it all works out, Saturday, cross my fingers that I'm wrestling. There wasn't a whole lot of people that said they was available, so I might have to wrestle more than once. Who knows? So anyway, get through this. That's what I tentatively have coming up. If not, I'm off work for the next 2 weeks, so that rules.
We could hit Cracker Barrel.
We could hit Cracker Barrel or Lambert's. Who
Lambert's,
knows?
we could hit both. Hell.
Yeah, we'll get one on the way down, one
We'll
on
hit
the way
breakfast.
back.
We'll hit one for breakfast.
Breakfast,
and
one for lunch. It's a long drive down there.
We'll hit somewhere for brunch in between.
So that's that for this week. Follow me. Follow this page. If you're already not liking and following it, do it now.
May 10th, Ross said he will be there. Patrick says he can't wait to get you back at the Southeast Missouri, brother.
Man, there's nothing going on down there, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
And real quick, Sonny says can't wait to see y'all again. When's the next New Breed show around Sedalia or Eldon?
I don't know. I'm not available for anything until the only date I had available this year for New Breed was like in November.
Yeah.
And their dates changed. They used to be the third Saturday, man. It was never a problem to get there. MMWA is the second Saturday, and now they're the fourth Saturday of the month. So there's 2 commits there, and
We'll get it figured out. We'll be back eventually.
yeah, it's kind of messed everything up. I will be at Show Me State Wrestling September 12th. That's a Friday night show.
And that's over in that area too.
That's Jefferson City.
Jefferson City.
That's the big biker festival. I'm going to take a Friday off.
Okay.
Because I think you said you put in for that day off. That's going to be a big, big, big thing. So that's exciting. So
Hopefully we can see you and Roger out there.
that's right. So hopefully before then, I mean September, that weekend's actually
When is the Biker Fest again?
the Biker Fest is the 12th
Of
September,
September.
and then the 13th is MMWA,
Ooh.
and then I think the next day or day after that, me and Heather and Paige, we're off to Florida
oh
for
wow.
like 18 days or whatever
Okay.
it is. And anyway, yeah, that's the next vacation.
Where can they find you at, Slammer? Let's get
Right
at
here,
it.
man. Right here on this Slammer page. Like, follow, tell your friends, tell everybody, share it, invite them to like it. I appreciate it. Go over to my Chris Slammer page, my other page. Ask me to be a friend. I'll be your friend. It'll be awesome. Instagram, Chris_Slammer. X, Twitter, at MaxGym, MacsGym. Slammermania on TikTok. Cameo at MaxGym. Hire me. Book me. I wish you a happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy Kwanzaa, happy
Groundhog Day. Columbus Day.
Hanukkah, whatever. Almost anything. There was one time somebody asked me to do something, I wouldn't do it.
He
And I
will
wouldn't
show
even-
his toes for you.
No, I will not do that.
He will not show his toes for you.
What
Stop
else I got?
asking.
If you go to We Run the Ropes or runtheropes.com, there's an exclusive Slammer shirt for sale.
Actually,
I know
really like the design.
Michael Allen Waldman, he bought
Yes.
one, man. He's sporting it right
That's a
now.
cool looking shirt.
It is,
actually.
man. Run the ropes. Get yourself a new exclusive Slammer t-shirt or hop on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer and get the official Slammer t-shirt on there. Or just come see me at my merch table. We'll buy them on there and then come to my merch table and buy more stuff from me at my merch table. If you want something else other than that, send me a message and we'll figure it out and ship something to you if you need something.
Ralph says the Bro Show is now sponsored by Cracker Barrel. He needs to make it the Cracker Barrel logo with the Bro Show Cracker Barrel logo.
The bro.
Real quick, Patrick says DM me when you get a chance.
Who said that?
Patrick Arrow.
Oh, okay.
Roger says he got tongue-tied, and Sandra says, okay, awesome. She was planning on going to the Jefferson City show, so
Cool.
we will see you guys
Well,
there eventually.
It's a few months away, but we'll be
Ralph
there.
says the Toe Show.
The Toe Show.
You can find me right here every Monday night on the Bro Show Slammer Facebook page. You can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me an ad,
An
a
ad.
request, a follow, or you can find me tomorrow on our final series finale after 5 years.
5 years.
Breaking my heart. Die Cut Dudes Facebook Live is coming to a conclusion tomorrow night. Our final episode after 5 years. Paige will still be continuously running. Will be maybe at some point the lives will come back. Maybe new faces, minus a face or two. I have no idea what's going on there. But you can follow me on that page also. Again, that's the Diecast Dudes at Facebook. And until next Monday.
Next Monday, episode 47,
Just
7 o'clock. It won't be no problem because I'll be off work, so for sure.
All right. See you guys next Monday nights right here on the Slammer Facebook page. Until then,
What you gonna do when the bro show entertains you, brother?